KILR. KILR game.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the KILR Gamer, and welcome to the World Tour featuring Microsoft Flight Simulator 98 and a whole bunch of fun little add-ons and stuff that we're putting onto this to, I don't know, just try to make this old simulator great again. Alright, so what are we doing? Well, we're here at Cedar Rapids Municipal, which is also known as the Eastern Iowa Airport. At least that's what it was called later on. But if I pull this up, you can see this is a sub-logic map. So back around the mid to late 80s when these came out, they marked it down as Cedar Rapids Municipal. Where are we going? We're going to go right up here to Waterloo. And we have an IFR flight plan, so we'll get vectors to go there, but we can also tune in here at 112.2 and just make sure that we're heading in that direction. I'm not going to worry about, I didn't do this on the last flight because it was VFR, but I don't have a flight director tuned into this. It's fun, you know, to have that tuned in and be able to have the, you know, the radar on the map and stuff, but I don't want to do it every single time. Because I've got weather tied into that also, and I wanted to bypass that and just go with just some basic weather with FS clouds and stuff, you know, try to get a variety of things going on. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and tune in our Waterloo VOR, which is 112.2. Well, hopefully this will open up once we start getting going. But well, from here we'll go ahead and contact clearance. Clarence? What's your clearance? Clarence? 125.45. And we might hear some RealATC going from Cedar Rapids as well as Waterloo too, because I did get some files from liveatc.net. There was
morning, clearance Frontier 382, looking to go to Salt Lake City with Kilo.
Frontier 382, clear to Salt Lake City Airport. Kilo 3 departure, Milford transition, then as filed. Maintain
there wasn't much I could find that had Waterloo, that you could hear them say Waterloo. There was a tad bit, but most of it didn't. Now this is RealATC, the program, and these are just generic, so this is not the live ATC stuff.
Yes, so retaining 42 is Kilo for Charlie.
Long clearance at Talon 42.
Scenic 42.
Scenic 42, clear Charlie departure squawk 4224.
4224. 42.
Clearance Cessna 13. I'm just gonna step on it. Ramp IFR with information. Kilo.
Roger, Cessna Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Clear to file. Fly runway heading. Maintain 4000. Expect 6000. 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 6015. Departure. Frequency 119.8.
What did he
Yes,
say?
so retaining 42 is Kilo for Charlie.
Falcon West, that's Talon 42.
Scenic 42.
Scenic 42, cleared Charlie departure, squawk 4224.
4224. 42, thanks.
I think he said
Cessna
6015.
13 Foxtrot. Say again.
Rod Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Clear to file. Fly runway heading. Maintain 4000. Expect 6000. 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 6015. Departure. Frequency 119.8.
Okay.
Clearance, Varig 623.
Barrack 623. Clearance.
Clearance, Varig 623. On the ramp, IFR, request 7,000.
Roger. Fly runway heading. Maintain 4000. Squawk 6015.
We'll just step on you.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.65.
Ground Cessna 13 Foxtrot. On the ramp, IFR with information. Kilo. Ready
Kilo.
to taxi.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Taxi to runway 31.
Roger. Taxi 231 Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
Good day. Cessna 13
Traffic here
Foxtrot.
512 Charlie Papa. Momentary back taxi on runway 17.
That one.
We will be departing 17 with the glider in sight.
Cafe 814. Hold short of the next intersection.
Okay, that piece of ATC was correct. This is actual live this is traffic that I recorded for FSTraffic. But for some odd reason, they're not showing at the same altitude as the airport itself. They're actually showing lower than the altitude. So something got messed up. But speaking of airports, where we're going for Waterloo and then a few other airports after that, what I'm actually customizing the airports to add some buildings to them. It's not going to be anything like the airport that we're at right here, which has like a ghost building over here, because I guess I don't have the textures for it. But then there's like some of these other objects. These are going to be relatively simple, and it's using the Scenery and Object Designer that was put out by Apollo. And well, that sounds good. Let's still go on there. It's a DOS program, so I run it in DOSBox. So this is how I do it. So I've got VMware, which I use for Windows 98, and then I've got DOSBox, which I use for Flight Simulator 5, but I'm also using it for that Scenery Object Designer. So I'll create the BGL file there, and then I'll move it over to Flight Simulator 98, deactivate the area, reactivate it, and I go back and forth, just moving the building objects and stuff like that to get it to where it needs to be. Because if I try to make an airport and lay it on top, you'll see it. You'll see the actual airport underneath, and then the one I created laying on top, and it may not be matched up correctly. It'll look like garbage, which is half the problem that I've had with some of these airports that I've downloaded from flight sim sites. It's like some of them look great, some of them don't. Some have textures that do nothing but crash the simulator. So it's kind of frustrating. But so what I've got, they're just very, very basic objects, but at least put something on the airport. And I try to put something in there that is, I don't know, I guess somewhat similar to what would actually be at the airport itself. So I'll look at it on a satellite map and say, okay, there should be something here, here, and there.
Papa, momentary back taxi on runway 17. We will be departing 17 with the glider.
So with that, I'm going to put screenshot of the box down below, so since we're kind of featuring it a little bit, and we'll get going here. Now luckily, these airports,
ground,
for the most part,
04 uniform is clear of the runway.
they're in Flight Simulator 98. They are not in 5.1. So I'm gonna have to completely
Roger. Citation
build them,
04
runways and
uniform.
everything. So here's our aircraft, which they are not sitting at the right altitude. They are somewhat sitting underneath the ground. If the ground was transparent, they are basically buried. Now why they're not at the same I don't know what happened. That's not what happened when I this is kind of cool looking, the clouds and stuff. You can see their shadows. See, there's their shadows right there.
Speedbird 816, hold short at the next intersection.
Roger. Hold short at the next intersection. Speedbird 816.
See, look. You see the shadow, right? But here's the object. That's the one casting the shadow. This is the one that's actually right there. So the shadow's in the right spot. The object's not. I don't know. Oh my goodness. This area is just
Ground control,
bizarre.
74 clear of the runway. Request taxi to terminal.
Qantas 674, taxi to terminal.
Roger, Qantas 674.
I didn't really hear much ground stuff, unfortunately.
Traffic Center 489 Charlie is about 2 to the east, be entering a left downwind for runway 13. Make that 18, now on the 45.
Let's see. We want tower now, 118.75.
That's 466. Be ready for a meet as soon as Japan Air clears.
Yes, sir, we're ready.
With Yankee on an extended downwind for left for 11.
Tower, Cessna, 13 Foxtrot, ready for takeoff.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
Tower, Alitalia, 894, ready for takeoff. Request east departure.
Alitalia 894. Cleared for takeoff. East. Departure approved.
Roger, cleared for takeoff. Alitalia, 894.
Sunday 625, traffic off the right will turn away, wind 0605, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
This is not the right runway. He said runway 31. Oh well.
Western heading 070, runway 9er, clear for takeoff on runway 3598.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Contact departure on 119.8.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot out of 1000, 4000. IFR.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Radar contact. Turn right heading 320. Climb and maintain 6000.
American 129, turn right heading 040.
40, American 129. Departure Frontier 154, 3 for 17.
Frontier 154 is radar contact. Climb and maintain 7,000 only.
7,000, Frontier 154.
Departure Bonanza 575 Juliet. Level at 8,500.
Bonanza 575 Juliet. Roger.
American 129, turn right heading 040.
40, American 129.
This is cool. Some of these have really turned out kind of cool. Some of the textures kind of, they look odd. It's like, because they're like laying on something, so it looks like they're like bouncing up and down from whatever they're supposed to be laying on, so it's just kind of weird. The world is not exactly stable.
NASA 916, thanks for the tight turn. That traffic's no factor. Additional traffic 12 o'clock and 14 miles northbound, a C9, level at 15,000. Seneca 6, Juliet Golf, stay requested on course heading.
Okay, again, departure.
Seneca 6, Juliet Golf, flight requested altitude 10,500 and stay requested on course heading.
Course heading is 211.
You're on course heading.
Well,
is
we're on
211.
course.
Roger.
We're on course. 46 miles.
Departure Nippon 675 is with you out of 4,000, 8,000.
Nippon 675. Climb and maintain 9,000. Turn right heading 220.
Roger. Out of 8,000, 9,000. Understand. 220 Nippon 675.
Departure Frontier 154, 3 for 17.
Frontier 154 is radar contact. Climb and maintain 7,000 only.
7,000, Frontier 154.
Navy Juliet Sierra 216, turn left heading 290.
That's 290, Navy 216.
This is the coolest I've seen it as far as the clouds are concerned. I couldn't get it to look this good when I was playing this through, when I was just playing it on,
Departure United 644 is with you out of 5,000.
when I was doing Windows 7 to start off
United
with.
644.
And then I
Climb and
tried in
maintain
VMware
12,000.
under
Turn
XP,
left, heading 360.
and things still wouldn't install right. It wasn't until I went all the way back to Windows 98 that everything started installing correctly, and now the clouds are doing, I think they're looking exactly the way they're supposed to look. Yep, even this stuff. Nowadays we look at these and say, this is kind of like Minecraft clouds. You got these white blocky things. I didn't check my flight plan to start off with. I didn't realize they wanted me to go up to 6,000 feet. But you know what? We can change that. We can request lower altitude due to clouds. Alright, there it is.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request higher altitude due to clouds.
Oops, wrong one.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Climb and maintain 8,000.
No, I don't want 8,000, sorry.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request lower altitude due to clouds.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Unable at this time. Maintain 8,000.
We'll give it a moment. I hit the wrong key. We got jet trails. That's what this stuff is. Let's try it again here.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request lower altitude due to clouds.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Unable at this time. Maintain 8,000. Galaxy 290 Echo. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Roger, Galaxy 290 Echo. Good day.
I'm not going to 8,000 feet and a Cessna when there's only 37 miles left to get to the airport.
Seneca 6 Juliet Golf C requested on course heading.
Okay, again, departure.
We can try lower altitude due to turbulence.
500 and say you requested on course heading.
Course heading is 21.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request lower altitude due to turbulence.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Unable at this time. Maintain 8,000.
Alright. We're just going to ignore you.
3 Foxtrot. Climb and maintain 8,000.
Oh man, they are all like mad at me now.
Seneca 696 US Golf with you.
Seneca 6 Juliet Golf Bars radar contact. Climb maintain 4,500.
Landing and maintain 4,596.
Alright, I'll increase my altitude, but I'm going to do it really slow. I'm going to be real slow about it.
Turn right heading 050. 050, Reno 187.
Navy Juliet 0216 flighting 360.
360, Navy 216.
Navy 216 through traffic 10 o'clock and 6
look out for the big blocky clouds.
Yeah, we're looking for Navy.
Ah. Look at the turbulence though. Look, we enter the cloud, look what happens.
Departure NASA 906 with you, passing 3,700 for 17,000.
NASA 906 Roger radar contact.
Maybe now we can ask for lower altitude due to turbulence.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request lower altitude due to turbulence.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Climb and maintain 6,000.
Well, we're getting there.
NASA 906 with you, passing 3,700 for 17,000.
NASA 906 Roger radar contact.
Departure, Lancer 74 Romeo, level at 9,000.
6,000 is where it was at before.
Lancer 4 Romeo, roger.
Departure Seneca 696 US Golf is with you.
Seneca 6 Juliet Golf is radar.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request lower altitude due to clouds.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, unable at this time.
Unable.
Maintain
Blah, blah,
6,000.
blah, 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 blah.
NASA 916, thanks for the tight turn at traffic cell factor.
We'll give it some more time.
And 14 miles northbound, a C9, level at 15,000.
Departure, Aztec 3, AA Juliet, request.
Aztec 3.
Are you meowing back there?
Go ahead.
Departure, Aztec 3, AA Juliet, request a handoff to center.
So I actually had to
Aztec
buy
3, Juliet.
2
Stand by.
copies
We'll check.
of
Aztec 388 Juliet, unable at this time. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Change to
unable
advisory
to.
frequency.
Radar service terminated. I had to buy 2 of these.
Roger, Aztec 3, AA Juliet, good day.
2 of them. Because one of them did not have the instruction manual. Person I bought it from was like, yeah, we got the box and
NASA 906 at traffic cell factor, climb maintain 17,000.
didn't really know that there was a manual that came with it. So, I mean, I didn't send it back to him. I mean, it's not like he... I don't think he intentionally sold it with malcontent, if that makes any sense. Because he thought that, you know, it was on a help file or something like that. But I needed the book. I mean, look,
NASA 906.
okay, half of that is another language, but I mean, you can sort of figure it out on your own, but there's a lot of little details and stuff in here that are not exactly easy to figure out. And so when I bought the second copy, I bought a sealed copy that was brand new, never been opened. The box is a little crunched, but it was definitely not open. It was never opened. And it had the... Is this it here?
Departure KLM 410, level at 6,000.
KLM 410, roger.
It even had a floppy disk with it. It's the Apollo Scenery Designer README dock. A floppy disk with a README dock on it. Why is that on there? I don't know. Here's the CD, and it's still sealed. It's not been opened. I was testing it here, but it's still sealed. So when I saw that it was brand new, I asked the guy, I said, hey, look, I just bought this from someone else, but it didn't have a manual, and this thing...
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 315 vectors for the ILS runway 12, approach.
Okay, vectors for ILS approach.
Departure AirTran 848 is with you out of...
Let's go to our airport facility thing here and find out what that frequency is. So Iowa, we are going to where? Waterloo, it's all the way down here. Okay, so runway 12, we need 111.70.
3,000, 5,000.
AirTran 848, climb and maintain 6,000. Turn right, heading 070.
Roger, out of 5,000, 6,000. Understand 070, AirTran 848.
Well, that was simple. I got that right? 111.70? I'm getting old. My memory just isn't good. Yeah, that's right. Can we do the lower alt? Probably doesn't matter. We're only 20 miles out. I'm surprised he hasn't switched us off to approach yet.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn right heading 320.
Departure Frontier 154, 3 for 17.
Frontier 154 is radar contact. Climb and maintain 7,000 only.
7,000, Frontier 154.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request lower altitude due to turbulence.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Descend and maintain 2,500.
Oh, we can do that.
Roger. Out of 4,500. 2,500. Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
Yep, can totally do that.
NASA 906 with you, passing 3,700 for 17,000.
NASA 906 Roger, radar contact. NASA 906, just to verify that altitude, maintain 14,000 for that C9 traffic.
906 with you, 14,000.
Thanks a lot, appreciate that.
Well, with the way turbulence is bouncing us around, we may not be able to get down to 2,500. Overspeed. My heavens.
Southwest 2798, contact Chicago Center 135.15.
Seneca 6 Juliet Golf C requested on course heading.
Okay, John, departure.
Seneca 6 Juliet Golf 5 requested altitude 10,500 and say you're requested on course heading.
Course heading is 211.
Your on course heading is 211. Roger.
Airport should be off over here somewhere.
.11, contact Chicago Center 128.52.
NASA 906, that traffic so fast, climb maintain 17,000.
906 with you, 14,000 for 17,000.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Contact approach on 118.905.
118.905.
Roger. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Good day.
Third on 758, center maintain 6,000.
Approach. Cessna 13 Foxtrot is with you at 2,000.
There it is.
500 IFR.
Roger, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Radar contact, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 320. Vectors for the ILS. Runway 12, approach.
Waterloo approach 495 Charlie here.
There's Waterloo. And there, like I said,
Yeah, on departure we're having an issue
there's
with our transmit.
a
but,
few that said Waterloo, but most of them didn't.
Open mic, just want to make sure that we're not still transmitting.
5 Charlie Sierra, Roger, you have normal operations now.
King Air 313 Bravo. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Roger. King Air 313 Bravo. Good day.
Let's see.
Waterloo approach 495 Charlie here.
Make sure that we've got our air traffic coming up here.
Yeah, on departure we're having an issue with our transmit button cutting in and out and open micing. Just want to make sure that we're not still transmitting.
5 Charlie Sierra, Roger, you have normal operations now.
UPS 108, descend and maintain 17,000, 17,000, altimeter Harris 2909er.
I'm going to turn on and off our, or off and on, whatever, FSTraffic.
Whiskey Foxtrot, advise when you have the weather and NOTAMs at the Waterloo Airport and say type of approach requested.
Want to make sure that our traffic is being generated, that I spent time recording and putting over there. What is it not going to show us? No active airport. Okay, I think I took my file out. Let me. There it goes.
Roger,
Okay.
which approach do you want to 27?
Yeah, I had taken the
Yeah, I can't. I don't. They didn't leave it up. They would only
the stuff for KALO or Waterloo out,
but I can, if you want to,
because it was causing traffic to not generate at some of the other airports. So
1602, descend and maintain 4,000.
Approach Vanguard 502, level at 9,000.
Vanguard 502, roger.
that's our runway right here. I think that's the one we want to take. So we're going to go out here and then turn around most likely. That just looks cool. I know, not exactly three-dimensional, but back in '98 though, this is cool. Compared to, you know, where we've been before.
.495 Charlie Sierra is with you, 8,000. So approach Schuyler altimeter 3012, good morning. Good morning, 3012, I told you.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn left heading 315.
In flight 1602, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 1000 and change to 1875.
Traffic to Camp left 5528 Kilo. South end of the field, back taxi 17 to midfield and then off.
Approach latitude 903 Golf at 7,000, squawking 3063.
Pilatus 293 Golf. Descend and maintain 4000. Turn left heading 040.
Roger, down to 4,000, turn 040, latitude 903 Golf.
Santiago 1612, advise any of the weather norms that Decatur would approach you're requesting.
I'm multitasking.
But it's, the DME's out of service, so I think it's localizer only.
Traffic Sky 1235, that goes 1 mile southwest, climb to 2,500, depart to the southwest, last call.
I'm playing the role of a co-pilot also. I have multiple controls on my aircraft, just to make things more complicated. Okay.
Flight 1602, descend and maintain 4000.
Looks like our ILS. Not seeing any other air traffic at the moment. I definitely recorded it.
Dr. Highlands 9 up, but it's the DME's out of service, so I think it's localizer only.
So if you check airport status under FSTraffic,
check through November, it's about 2 miles.
this will tell you, okay, yeah, runway's being used as 36. So if there wasn't any air traffic, then there wouldn't be anything showing up.
Approach Hania 368 at 7,000. Squawking 2374.
Usually they show up for the ILS, but I think due to the wind, it's not generating the traffic. Although ATC is vectoring us around the land up that runway, so. But I don't think if you use external weather, which is what I did with ProFlight instead of its own weather, which is very not so much there, then it can't really determine which way the winds are going and all that other stuff. So it's just direct me to the ILS regardless.
Traffic Sky 1235, that goes 1 mile southwest, climb to 2,500, depart to the southwest. Last call.
Number 5 Whiskey Foxtrot, approximately 15 miles from Cusky, cross Cusky, at or above 4,000. Cleared RNAV, GPS runway 30 approach at Waterloo.
Okay, let's get ourselves slowed down. We'll get ourselves turned around here.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn left heading 310.
No, I don't think so. I think we're going to turn and capture that ILS signal is what I think we're going to do. Let's see, departure
approach
or approach.
456, Quebec, heading 130 at 3,000, squawking 1614, requesting 10,500, clearance to transit the CCA.
Falcon 456, Quebec, radar contact, cleared into the TCA. Turn left, heading 230.
Roger, turn 230, Falcon 456, Quebec.
3937, ascend and maintain level 210.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 290.
No, I'm not
southwest of Moline Airport, about
going to do that.
Goes up toward the airport and up north up toward Wisconsin. You keep me advised if you need to deviate, please.
We just took off. Yeah, not a problem. We're just cleared to the northeast. Okay.
Third on 758, going to maintain 6,000.
We just took off. Yeah, not a problem. We're just cleared to the north.
We just took off.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not lined up yet. That's our outer marker.
Southwest 6229, turn left heading 140.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 285.
No, I'm lining up on the runway's right there. It's time to tune in the tower. Goodbye. We'll just tune into them and we'll check in for landing. Oh, he's not going to let us. Ah, man, you guys are evil. 18.7 9 or 5. Oh,
Roger, which approach do you want to 27?
Still not going to work. Okay.
Yeah, I can't. They didn't leave it up. They could only.
Yeah, they're not going to talk to me. They'll just chew me out, I guess. That's fine. I'm on a good glide slope, so whatever. If you take a look, you'll see in the distance that there are just a few. I didn't do a whole lot of detail. I just did a little bit, just to give a sense that something is here, as opposed to nothing.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 295. Climb and maintain 2,500.
No. I'm on approach. I'm landing, whether you like it or not. And I'm landing awfully hot, too.
Waterloo approach 495 Charles here. Yeah, on departure we're having an issue with our transmit button cutting in and out and open miking. Just want to make sure that we're not still transmitting.
5 Charlie Sierra, Roger, we have normal operations now.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 300. Climb and maintain 2,500.
I'm not doing that.
1928, Center maintain flight level 210, please.
Yes, sir. Traffic line of 36.
What's your position?
We're about 4 miles south of the runway 36.
Okay, what kind of speed are you doing?
160 knots.
Okay, so Topper is on base. Turn final here shortly. We will get out of your way. If you're coming up on us too quick, we'll get out of your way.
Well, okay, it's up to you. We can go around, we can do a circle, whatever you need. We don't want to inconvenience you.
Nah, don't worry. Come straight on in.
All right, thank you very much.
We can do a circle.
37, ascend in, maintain level 210.
We can do a circle.
Ground, Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Clear the active runway.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal.
We'll yell at you there.
Ground control, sewer air 1-1. Radio check.
So there's an ILS box that I placed right there. It looks like, I think that's floating in the air. It shouldn't have been. It should have been flush with the ground. These trees I placed, just placed a few trees. And the building, this is like just one of the basic flight simulator buildings. This over here is a hangar, which was part of the scenery object designer. There's a fuel hangar over here that I did. Like I said, it's just small little things. Here's some storage stuff over here.
489 Charlie is left crosswind from 18. Passenger 1.3 for 2,000.
There's someone that just landed.
Traffic, Minter 489 Charlie is left crosswind for 18, passenger 1.3 for 2000.
Kind of looks cool with the colors of the trees and stuff like this. We're in fall season, so I believe these change depending upon the season, at least based on what I was looking at. Go ahead and close our plan.
Radio Cessna 13 Foxtrot is on the ground. Would you close my IFR flight plan at this time?
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Roger. We'll close out your flight plan at 35.
Alright.
Flight service, Aztec 89er, 1 Tango on 122.2.
That's nice. Okay, so here we are. What I'd like to do is kind of show you what the airport looks like in real life, and then here we go. So I'm going to go here to map view. We'll make this a full window. And we'll zoom out. Oh, we're going to try to zoom out here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so here's what the airport really looks like. Alright, this is actually Waterloo Regional Airport. So when we zoom in, you can see there's, there's a building right here. And there's buildings here. There's not much pavement for me to really put anything, so I didn't put it right smack there. I put it more like right over here. Same thing here. I do have a storage thing over here, but this pavement thing isn't there. But then I've got the line of trees. I got a line of trees here, and here, and here, and here. So if we were to take this off here, you can see here's the building that I was telling you about. I just kind of put that right there. Not too much I could do here. I placed one building there. I got a fuel thing there. I've got a regular hangar over here, and here's that little storage thing off to the side. And I'll show this to you again. So there, you can see this is that one part, and it just, see, here's the hangar that I placed. But then here's the storage thing. I didn't put another one next to it. I just put one. But here are the trees again. Here's the main building. So there's that. And then if we take that off, there's that. So it's not as much, but I still wanted to put something on here as opposed to nothing. And if we zoom out, here's the ILS box right here. And if we pull this up here, if I zoom out, here's the ILS, or that's a box. I guess this is the ILS box or VOR or something, but I put something out there, but okay. So, well, there you go. Just a tad bit of work that I've put into this flight before actually flying it. And it takes me time to actually record the air traffic for one. Obviously, I have to fly it in order to record it. In some cases, I'm recording voices for that air traffic because I couldn't find any live ATC recordings for that particular airport. So not only am I recording the air traffic, recording the voices, but I'm also going in and adding just a few little details to the airport itself, just to give it a little bit of interest as we're flying. So yeah, so I have to, it takes extra time to put these together, but you know, for these videos, I think it's worth it. It's no different than putting extra time into producing a video. That's how I see it. But anyway, I hope you appreciate the work that I'm putting into this, and you know, really trying to put a little bit of spice into the into Flight Simulator 98. I mean, look out the window here. I mean, this is cool. I mean, look at the clouds, look at the trees. I mean, for the graphics of the time, this is not bad. I mean, this is kind of nice. This is kind of cool to kind of play around with. So, you know, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I love this. This looks great. I mean, this looks, for this particular simulator, and this is definitely better than what I remember, because I didn't do this much to it when I was playing it. So I'm just having fun. You know, I'm just having fun, and I'm sharing it with you, and I hope you like it too. So I hope you join me on the next flight, and be sure to check this out on the other flight simulators too. I can't wait to see what this looks like in FSX, and especially X-Plane. I don't think X-Plane is going to get these trees right. I think it's just going to plop a whole bunch of autogen trees in the area, but it won't have it lined up like it is here. And there's a road that goes in between there. I still haven't completely learned the scenery and object designer program yet, as far as drawing roads and taxiways, but I will get to that, because I'm gonna have to build, like I said, I have to build these airports from scratch for Flight Simulator 5.1. Anyhow, yeah, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you on the next flight. And if you had fun watching this flight, then you might enjoy watching the same flight on one of these other simulators. It's a great way to compare the difference between them, but it's also a nice way to relive some old memories, or make some new ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in the wild blue yonder.